Hi everyone! Today I'm starting a new series here on my channel where I'm going to share some recipes that could be good to treat your non-vegan friends and family to, or maybe if you're starting out as a vegan, these recipes could be good for you as well to transition. And I've tried this first recipe on my dad, his wife and my aunt, and they all really liked it. They're not vegan, and Rob and I really like it too. And it's a recipe made from a mock minced meat, and the dish is like meatballs but in a different shape. And I'm gonna spice it with some paprika and parsley, so it's gonna be quite spicy. And then I'm gonna serve it with a sort of tzatziki, potatoes, and a nice salad. But before we start cooking, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. And for those of you who don't know Skillshare, it is an online learning community which has more than 25,000 different video tutorials to learn various different skills. For example, you could learn food styling, photography, editing, all the way to business, strategy, organizing. And I know for myself, when I started out learning about all the things that have led me to where I am today, I was watching so many tutorials, and I really wish there was a platform like Skillshare, which is super well-rounded and affordable. And if you are interested in trying Skillshare and learning from loads of knowledgeable teachers with lots of experience, then I have a link for you in the description box where the first 500 of you to click the link will receive 2 months free of charge of Skillshare Premium to try out all the classes. So if you're interested, click the link and sign up. But for now, let's cook some food. So to start, we're basically gonna make it tzatziki, but I'm flavoring it with parsley as well. So we begin by just grating some cucumber, and once it's grated, I'm placing it in a strainer over a bowl. So I do this so that the water can drain from the cucumber, so that the sauce doesn't become too watery. And to help the water release, I'm adding some salt and just turning it into the cucumber. And once it's all turned into there, I'm setting it aside to drain. And while that's draining, I'm just taking some parsley that I'm gonna chop up finely so that I can add it into the sauce. So I like to just roll the herbs up and then cut it fine, and then chop it until it's super fine. So I'm adding this into a vegan Greek yogurt, but you could use a vegan creme fraiche or a vegan sour cream. And then I'm also going to add in 1 minced clove of garlic. So I'm just mincing it up and adding it into the bowl along with some salt and some black pepper. Then I'm finally gonna squeeze out the water out of the cucumber, and the cucumber had been sitting for about 20 minutes at this point, so I squeeze out the water really well and then add it to the bowl as well. Then I just give it a good mix, and then that's the sauce done. So when it's all well incorporated, I'll just place it in the fridge while I make the other components for the dish. Next up are the sort of meatballs. They are inspired also by a Greek or a Balkan dish that's called CEVAPI, I think, or CEVAPI. And I'm just starting by finely chopping a lot of onion, which is going to go into the mock minced meat. And I have chosen a mock minced meat that's really easy to shape and that will hold shapes well. So just look out for that when you're choosing a mince for this. And then I'm just adding in the onion and squeezing in some garlic cloves, or I say some, there are quite a few, and they add a really good flavor to this dish. And then I'm just adding in some parsley as well, again finely chopped. And I'm also adding in some soya sauce and some paprika powder. So this is a sweet paprika powder. And then I'm also going to add in some smoked paprika powder. And this is a bit hot as well. Then I'm grounding in some black pepper and also a bit of salt. Then finally it comes to the time where you get your hands dirty and mix it all really well to incorporate all the flavors and getting them well combined. So I give it a bit of a massage, and then I'm bringing out a baking tray that I've lined with a paper and starting to mold the the CEVAPI. And I'm just making them into like long oval shapes. We all can see what they look like, but I'm not gonna say it. So we just mold them into the shape and then place them on the baking tray, and then I'm gonna grill it in the oven. So I'm placing it really high in the oven, and about every 3 minutes or so you're gonna flip it over so that it gets grilled on all sides, and this will take about 10 to 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna make a nice salad to serve it all with. So I am placing some greens on my serving dish, and you can use any greens you like here. And then I'm also gonna chop up some tomatoes and add to the mix, and I like to use some different colored ones now in the summer when they are more readily available. I think it makes it look festive, and yeah, it's nice to treat other people to colorful food. So I'm placing the tomatoes onto the greens, and then I'm also chopping up some fresh cucumber. And again, all these vegetables are great in summer, and I just cherish them when the season is here. Then I'm also adding on some spring onion that I've chopped, and yeah, I'm just sprinkling it onto the salad as well. And then I'm gonna add some radish too, and I'm slicing it finely, and then I'm just gonna place it out on the dish nicely. And finally, I'm squeezing on some lemon juice to brighten the whole thing, and then I'm putting on some black pepper, and you could also add some salt if you wanted. Then my CEVAPI are done as well, so I'm placing them onto the dish, and I'm also sprinkling on some chive flowers and some cabbage flowers as well that I found in my garden. I always like to decorate in the summer if I can, so if you can find it, go for it. If you can't, that's fine too. It's delicious as is. And I'm serving it with potatoes, and that's the whole dish done. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And don't forget to click the link for the free 2 months of Skillshare Premium if you're interested. It's in the description box. Now, I hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you soon.